and it keeps your brand aware. It kind of like expands your brand awareness and the presence in social media. So it kind of fulfills all those levels. And where I have now ventured and carved an additional niche is on online entrepreneur businesswomen. So you see someone like yourself who is an educator and you have so many multifaceted gifts. And now with the shifting too from COVID of last year and where we're going right now, and you as an educator, why not take those skill sets, your experience that you've had with students and other experiences that you've had and the people that you have met, and why not take all that and now let's leverage it. Now, how can we leverage it? How can we package it? How can we scale it? And how can we bring it to the marketplace? And so that's where I could come in and kind of share with other women those kinds of gifts. And so I do take people's gifts from the marketplace to the bank. And as we did, we started your podcast show last year. And my God, Kelly, it is amazing. It is amazing. And it just needed some clarity. You just needed some vision. You needed some guidance, which we were able to do in our year of coaching last year. So it's very essential. Coaching is very essential.
Well, you know what? That's so funny that you just said the vision and clarity, because that's one of the things that I remember really how you helped me with clarifying the vision and how my show fits in with other career goals. And that's what I value most with the weekly calls in, because there is a tie-in with everything else that I do. And now I do have people calling me, asking me, can they be on my show? And I'm like, what? So it's
that. We talked about that. I said, Kelly, watch. You're going to do enough shows. You're going to have enough scalability, enough leverage to where people are going to be calling you to ask you to be on your show. And that's fantastic.
It blew me away. Blew me away. Because I was not expecting that. So it's like, and there's still so many amazing people out there that I definitely want to interview.
And we're just now getting started. Last year was just your warm up.
Exactly. And I did 25. And you know what? I'm going to tell you something. You had told me, Kelly, get to 25. And so that was my goal. Through everything else that was going on, I still was determined I'm going to get my 25 before the year is out. And I was so pleased that I did. And now just moving forward, when I think about some of the other guests that I have. So let's get back to the conversation of why coaching is essential. So Kim, if the lack of vision, ambiguity, and uncertainty make it hard for a business person to move forward, what tools, support, and guidance do you offer? So just think about what you did to me.
Right. So one is what I found what was lacking in the marketplace when it came to a lot of coaches is that I experienced them to be cookie cutter. I experienced them to be, they have programs and they want to put you in programs without looking at your individuality. It's kind of sort of like taking a coach and he's coaching a team of track ladies, students, women. All of them are not going to meet or going to have the same high level of performance, but the main aim is for them to win. So he's going to coach each one of those girls individually and to bring out their own individual gift and talent. Some may be more high-end achievers, some might be lower achievers, but a great athletic coach would look at the divine gift within each one of those students and help to bring that gifts out. So it's the same thing as an executive business coach. And so I think what makes my coaching space a lot different is like, I looked at you, I knew your professionalism. We had worked together, me coming to guest speak as, numerous years with your students, your background. But then I also saw your frailty too. And I saw where your capacity was. So I think an excellent business coach is being able to see where's the capacity level of a person and to be able to elevate and to expand it. But you have to do it very carefully, strategically, and mindfully. And we were able to do that because I didn't want to push you so much to where that you would stop podcasting or that you were so overwhelmed. So with my knowledge that I had already have coming to the table with you, I helped to take all your overwhelm out. And so we just looked at where you were to nurture you to your next step and what your ultimate vision was. And with that, I was able to mindfully put together strategically and plan for you. So that's what makes my coaching different. And I think that's what makes a damn good executive coach is that you're not coaching everybody the same. Everybody doesn't have the same outcome. They don't want to go the same level. You have to meet them where they are, but then push them forward. Meet them where they are, but then push them forward. And that's what we were able to do with you very consistently every week.
Well, now I remember you suggesting that I put best practice business systems before starting. And at first, I was in overwhelm with all that goes on in creating the podcast, not
Right.
just the expense, but all the time that is involved. The audience doesn't see that. All they see is the finished product that looks and sounds good. You
Exactly.
provided me with strategies and action steps that helped me grow my podcast business. And again, the weekly check ins were the bonus. Uh, this is where I could share where I needed help and felt confident in doing so with you. And there's still things that I know that I have ignored that you've actually asked me to do.
Well, it's not so much ignoring. Sometimes it has to be where you're ready. It may also have to be where you are in your understanding of it. And it's like, okay, we're going to park it right there, but we're going to pick that back up because that's part of the formula. It's like making that beautiful, excellent cake recipe. You need the butter, you need the flour, you need the salt and the sugar, but you forgot the vanilla. And so the cake is not going to taste the same without the vanilla, but maybe, okay. So it's kind of sort of, we have all the ingredients, but I got to work with you at certain levels where you are. But we're going to have all those ingredients at some point. We're going to have all the ingredients.
Well, see, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. This is that kind of coaching that makes sense to me. And so my next question was like, Kim, what has it been like coaching me? And what would you say my strengths are? And where do I need to grow? And you just said, see, that's what I'm saying. You are ahead of the game. You already know,
Yes.
where my strengths are and where I definitely need to
And
grow. So
that's important when people out here, women out here, when you are deciding who you want to mentor with, who you want to coach with, and who you want to co-create your vision with. Because I'm not doing the work for Kelly, I'm just guiding her. And I'm just sharing her different kinds of pathways that she can take, and then the main highway she needs to be on. And so that's really important in order to make the mindset shift. And I think also more importantly, we can hit on this is just mindset. I think a good executive coach keeps you at that level of high end mindset. And Kelly, you would come down sometimes. It's like, no, but I'm going to bring you back up. But I'm going to bring you back up with love. But no, this is where we need to hone in. If we're not holding in, then you can't hit this next goal. And one of the things was consistency. I said, no matter how much you want to put a time, where it's an hour every week or 2 hours, or you want to do one podcast a week, or you want to do two podcasts a month, figure it out, be consistent. And we just need to be consistent because the flip side is technology, is the algorithms. In podcast land, when you look at Audible, Spotify, when you look at iTunes, the people who stay at the top and consistent with the algorithm game are the people who do consistent podcasting. So that doesn't mean you have to do 100 a month. It just means that whatever you choose at that level, just be consistent with it. And my job was to help you stay on track to be consistent. And at the end, to hit that magic number. And look, we did. And now Spotify, iTunes, Podbean, Google. And so it keeps you at the surface. So when they look at you, it's like, okay, we see Kelly's show. She's still here. She hasn't gone anywhere. So let's keep her up at the top. And it doesn't make a difference of the views and the number of followers. That's not what that's about. We're building brand, strategy, and consistency. The followers are going to come. Doesn't work. That doesn't matter. And now you're on YouTube.
well, girl, the funny thing is, I was looking for something on Amazon and my podcast popped up. I'm like, you have got to be kidding me. So you did tell me that. And you're right. I don't pay attention to how many likes I get or how many followers I have. I'm just really wanting to bring quality clients that I interview with quality subjects. And that's what really matters to me because there's a lot of people out there that really need to be seen and heard. So I'm just glad that I have the platform to do that. And that's what's really important to me right now.
And the technology behind it. And when you work with somebody who understands technology like I do and systems, again, I have to take the overwhelm out. So I just think it's just really important. I actually recommend people to do one-on-one coaching You can see the benefit that it has helped you. You have a choice. You can also do group coaching. I have a group coaching program on how to do podcasting, but it's so way better if I'm taking you one-on-one because we could get there a hell of a lot faster
Yes,
than you,
indeed.
than you listening to a 4-week podcast program.
Listen to this. There are folks out there